Timothy Wilson in Law Sources P4. Drip King in Radion is 5th. Ron 227 in Kemmel Straight is 6th. Brock Law 15 in Lacombe is P8. Drip King is 4th. Timothy Wilson in Pohan is 5th. Drip King in Campus is 4th. Timothy Wilson is 5th, 0.5 behind Drip King. Drip King in Bus Stop Chicane is P4, 0.4 behind Jameson 2109. Timothy Wilson is P5, 0.5 behind Drip King. Max Power from Australia in Lacombe is 7th, 0.6 behind Ron 227. Drip King is 4th, 0.8 behind Jameson 2109. Max Power in Pulhan is 7th driving a McLaren, 0.3 behind Ron 227. Timothy Wilson in Corby Paul Frere is P5, 0.7 behind Drip King. Ron 227 in Blanchimont is P7, 0.2 behind Max Power. Ron 227 passed Max Power for 6th. Max Power is 7th, 0.4 behind Ron 227. Drip King on lap 3 is 4th, 0.9 behind Jamesum 2109. Max Power in Kemmel Straight is P7, 0.4 behind Ron 227. Max Power passed Ron 227 for 6th. Timothy Wilson on lap 3 is 5th, 1.1 behind Drip King. Drip King on lap 3 is P4, 0.9 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson is 5th. Drip King is P4. Timothy Wilson is P5, 0.2 behind Drip King. Drip King in Lacombe is 4th driving Audi, 0.4 ahead of Timothy Wilson. Timothy Wilson is 5th, 1.2 behind Drip King. Drip King is P4, 0.7 ahead of Timothy Wilson. Max Power is 6th driving a McLaren, 0.8 behind Timothy Wilson. Drip King is P4 driving Audi, 0.9 behind Jamesum 2109. Max power is P6, 0.1 behind Timothy Wilson. Max power passed Timothy Wilson for P5. Timothy Wilson from Australia in Lacombe is P6, 0.4 behind max power. Drip King is 4th. Timothy Wilson in Poohan is 6th, 0.4 behind max power. Drip King in Campus is P4 driving Audi, 0.5 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson in Stabilo is P6. Drip King in Blanchimont is P4, 0.1 behind Jamesum 2109. Brock Law 15 in Campus is 8th. Drip King is P4, 0.5 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson in Rivage is 5th, 2.7 behind Drip King. Drip King is P4, 0.3 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson in Campus is 5th, 2.3 behind Drip King. Drip King in Corby Paul Frere is 4th, 0.2 behind Jamesum 2109. Jamesum 2109 in Bus Stop Chicane is P4. Timothy Wilson is P5, 1.0 behind Jamesum 2109. Drip King in Kemmel Straight is P4, 0.2 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson in Rivage is 5th, 0.9 behind Drip King. Drip King is 4th, 0.2 behind Jamesum 2109. Timothy Wilson is 5th, 0.6 behind Drip King. Jamesum 2109 in Blanchimont is P4, 0.1 behind Drip King. Jamesum 2109 lost 4th to Timothy Wilson. Timothy Wilson in Bus Stop Chicane is P4, 0.5 ahead of Jamesum 2109. Jamesum 2109 in La Source is 5th, 0.5 behind Timothy Wilson. Timothy Wilson from Australia in Radion is 4th, 0.2 ahead of Jamesum 2109. Jamesum 2109 in Kemmel Straight is P5, 0.1 behind Timothy Wilson. Jamesum 2109 passed Timothy Wilson for P4. Timothy Wilson in Rivage is 5th driving Audi, 0.2 behind Jamesum 2109. Paul Elliott in Campus is 2nd, 4.9 behind Ruan Goods. Timothy Wilson in Stabilo is P5 driving Audi, 1.2 behind Jamesum 2109. Paul Elliott entering the pits is 2nd. Paul Elliott is P2. Drip King entering the pits is 3rd. Ron 227 from Australia in Blanchimont is P7. Jamesum 2109 entering the pits is 5th. Jamesum 2109 on lap 9 is 5th. Ron 227 entering the pits is P7. Timothy Wilson is P2 driving Audi, 3.9 ahead of Max Power. Paul Elliott exiting pits. Drip King is 5th. Drip King exiting pits. Jameson 2109 exiting pits. Timothy Wilson in Brussels is P2, 3.3 ahead of Max Power. Ron 227 exiting pits. Brock Law 15 entering the pits is 8th. Ruan Guz in Corby Paul Frere is P1. Paul Elliott is 4th. Brock Law 15 exiting pits. Timothy Wilson entering the pits is 2nd. Timothy Wilson is P2. Max Power entering the pits is 3rd. Jameson 2109 in Blanchimont is 6th. Max Power exiting pits. Timothy Wilson is P5, 3.2 behind Drip King. Timothy Wilson exiting pits. Paul Elliott in Malmedy on lap 10 is P2. Jameson 2109 in Brussels is P6, 1.2 behind Timothy Wilson. Ruan Guz entering the pits is 1st. Ruan Guz is 1st. Paul Elliott in Blanchimont is P2. Ruan Guz exiting pits. Max Power from Australia is P3. Brock Law 15 in Brussels is P8. Jamesump 2109 in Kemmel Straight is 6th, 2.0 behind Timothy Wilson. Paul Elliott in Fania is P2. Ron 227 is P7. Jamesump 2109 in Blanchimont is P6, 2.3 behind Timothy Wilson. Max Power in Radion is P3. Ron 227 on lap 12 is P7. Ruan Guz in Campus is P1. Brock Law 15 in Bus Stop Chicane is 8th. Drip King is 4th, 3.3 ahead of Timothy Wilson. Ruan Guz in Lacombe is 1st. Brock Law 15 is 8th. Ron 227 in Kemmel Straight is 7th. Ruan Guz is P1. Paul Elliott from Australia in La Source is P2. Paul Elliott is now P3. Drip King is P1. Jameson 2109 in Kemmel Straight on lap 14 is 6th. Max Power in Puhan is 4th. Paul Elliott in Blanchimont is P3. Brock Law 15 is 8th. James 2109 in La Source is 6th. James 2109 passed Timothy Wilson for P5. Brock Law 15 entering the pits is 8th. Paul Elliott entering the pits is P3.